Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Today we're looking at my third stop, my third cruise location on my transatlantic stop, and it's Norway. So I'm going to let you decide what shore excursions that you think I should go on and maybe give me some suggestions as well. And all that. Yeah, it's coming up right after this. So in case you're wondering about my other stops, the Netherlands and Germany, I'm waiting about 2 weeks. If you notice, these videos are coming out on Tuesday, leading up to the cruise. So I want 2 weeks between each one. So that means the first one is over, the Netherlands. And everyone's main suggestions are to do Amsterdam on your own. There's plenty of time to get around, you're telling me. And I definitely want to take a canal cruise and try and get into the Anne Frank Museum, the Van Gogh Museum, see a windmill. So I'm going to try and arrange everything to get as much stuff done as I can on my own. So that's the winner of the first one. Also, a few people are saying, asking me a whole bunch of questions on my keto diet I did on that video that I said how to prepare, what I do to get ready for a cruise. Well, when I started the keto diet, I was 39 days from my cruise, and it said this. And now, today it says 34 days from my cruise, and it's 5 days since I started my keto diet, and my now says this. So, I'd say not too bad so far. So now let's take a look at some of these shore excursions, because some of them are a little disappointing to me, and I'll tell you why when we look over them. The first shore excursion we have is a walk through Bergen and the ice bar. At least I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Please correct me if I'm not. It's the second largest city in Norway, and it basically is a walkthrough of the town, the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the docks. We would take a stroll through some of the small cottages and cobblestone roads that are walking through while being escorted on a guided tour. We'll also take a walk through an outdoor market and specializing in a local fish market. Apparently it's quite the sight to see. And then we come across an ice bar where we'll be welcomed with a sip and a drink in an ice glass after viewing all the works from some of Norway's most renowned artists. And it's not just, when you think of an ice bar, I think of like a Norwegian ship's ice bar. Well, they have some rather really unique statues that they have inside this bar. And I will admit, I'm not a drinker, but this shore excursion does intrigue me. Next we have the Mount Fluen Fun Killer. Yeah, please help me with the names. But basically we take a quick hike for the excursion. There's a lot of walking involved. We get to ride up about 1,000 feet on a tramway, view the wooded surrounded areas, the water, the cityscapes, and we get to see some pretty nice views of the surrounding areas and the town down below. So if we're looking for cinematic panoramic views, this is probably one of the best shore excursions to take. Goes up to about a total of 1,800 feet, so the views will be quite nice, provided the weather does hold out for this. So this is definitely an option, because you know me, I love my views. So next we have the fjords and waterfall, and this one at first really got me excited, but the more I read about it, the less I kind of got into it. So we start off, it's a motorcoach ride, it's about 5.5 hours, and it's a quick drive through the countryside, arriving at the Steindalfossum waterfall. I did my best there. Which is, nice and picturesque, and they talk about the storybook type villages that surround the area, and it does look very scenic and very pretty, but the waterfall itself is not that awe-inspiring to me. I've been to many, many waterfalls over my lifetime, and this is a nice waterfall, but I don't know if it's worth the cost of an excursion in lieu of doing other excursions, if you know what I mean. But it does definitely look nice, and I don't mind going to the waterfalls at all. Nature is one of my best things to go and visit. So, but then next we take back into the motor coach for another 1 hour drive with supposedly spectacular views of the majestic mountains. And here's the catcher: on a clear day, the massive Folgenfona Glacier. And yeah, it's a huge glacier, but how far away are we going to be viewing this glacier? And when I picture the fjords of Norway, I'm picturing majestic landscapes and beautiful, beautiful cascading ice clear water. And I'm just worried that this shore excursion won't give me those, and I'll be stuck on a bus for like 4.5 hours looking out a window and really not seeing much, especially what happens if we have bad weather. So if you've been on this shore excursion before, please let me know if it's worthwhile and how the views look, because I've never been to this port where we're stopping. So whenever I've been to Norway, we've actually taken the helicopters up, and we've gone on kayaks through up to the glaciers and the fjords. So I don't know about this one, so if you do, please let me know. Next we have Brighton and a scenic cruise. So our adventure starts with a half-day excursion on land and sea, where we would meet the guide at the port and set off on a picturesque cruise along the city's waterways and its fjords. For about 2 hours you will do the tour. Then we will return to the city center via a scenic drive of surrounding areas of Bergen and enjoy an informative walk tour through Brighton Wharf, which is right near the market area and the fish market. Our guide will show you around an old medieval port which boasts wooden wharves, warehouses, and half-timber homes, which were once the domain of the Hanseatic League, a guild of German and Baltic merchants who controlled the trade from England to Russia during the Middle Ages. So again, this is a little bit different. We may get some half-decent views of the fjord on a river cruise going along the sides. I'm not sure how far away from the port they go, but this is definitely one option to take a look, and it gives us a little bit of a tour of the town as well. It's only 3.5 hours long, which would leave me time to do an exploration in the town by myself as well, since we're in port for about 10 hours. So this is definitely one up there. So there you go. Those are the choices I have to do. Should I go to the waterfall and see the fjords and maybe get a glimpse of the glacier if it's a clear day? Should I take the walking tour around the wharf and see the UNESCO World Heritage Site, maybe visit the fish market, do the ice bar? Let me know. Let me know what you think I should do, and you'll find out the answer in 2 weeks once I tally them all up. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this series about planning a cruise ahead of time and what to look for when you're doing shore excursions, and some of the things that are rather unique itinerary as opposed to being like a Caribbean and Alaskan where it's all almost the same. Here we're in London, we're in Germany, we're in Netherlands, we're in Ireland, we're in Norway, Newfoundland. It's all different locations and they all have a different atmosphere. So I'm really kind of excited and looking forward to it. So please, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.